Millions of dollars of clothing is donated to nonprofit organizations every year, some of it helping those in the United States, and some being shipped overseas to help the poor. But an operation going on right under the noses of Boyertown area residents threatens the ease of donating unwanted clothing. The Boyertown area is just one area across the country that seems to have a clothing bin competition. These clothing boxes are popping up everywhere, some in front of established businesses and others in unusual locations. But a particular set of them are exceptionally unusual. They bear a quickly sprayed coat of gray with plain blue letters, and around Boyertown they are everywhere. These gray boxes claim to be from Unity Church of God in Schnecksville, PA. These donation bins started to become suspicious when they'd pop up overnight in parking lots, along the side of the road, and in other high-traffic areas, usually without the permission of the property owner. Although these clothing boxes are in high-traffic places, all the locations have something in common. They are dropped off in places where it seems nobody has a reason to complain about them. However, after some complaints from business owners in Pottstown, Philadelphia's Fox 29 did more research on the boxes, finding that they are placed and maintained by Reverend Daniel Lingo and a female assistant. The couple was found by Fox 29 in an open field, with clothing littered around them on property rented from Berksmont Camping Center in Douglas Township, and Lingo's assistant was not too happy about the exposure.
We're not discussing that.
Who are you helping, ma'am? Who are you helping?
You're trespassing, please.
Are homeless people being helped?
But what is it that makes this couple so suspicious? WZAR's investigative reporters spent months tracking and researching the issue from various public databases and sources. We found that not only is there no known Unity Church of God in Schnecksville, but not even in any of the surrounding counties. Lingo stated to another media source that he had abused drugs in the past. He's been in trouble with many townships for failing to remove his bins and trash surrounding them, was charged for threatening a woman while firing shots in the air, was charged for endangering the welfare of his 5-year-old son, leaving the child in a van for more than 2 hours while inside an adult bookstore, and a staggering stack of traffic violations and license suspensions, leading some to wonder how he is even allowed to be driving a motor vehicle. In 2007, Lingo was charged with stealing Planet Aid donation boxes from a gas station, later being stopped and arrested while driving from the scene in a flatbed truck. A similar flatbed truck was seen near Lingo's property, loaded with clothing bins. No video was shot on his rented property, but zoom lenses show a box with the gray paint peeling off, revealing the yellow text, Planet Aid. After being questioned in the past by other media outlets, Lingo was quoted stating that a properly laid out clothing bin operation could raise $154,000 a year. Douglas Township officials confirmed that Lingo works with a New York-based company, USA Leasing Incorporated, to distribute the bins. USA Leasing Incorporated receives 10 cents per pound, of which Lingo receives 2 cents. However, this company was under investigation by the Attorney General for failing to register as a charitable organization and placing bins without owner's permission. Unity Church also claims to be a 301c chartered organization, or a federally chartered organization. Most churches are listed under a 501c3 charter. WZAR attempted to call the number listed on the bins. First, a female informally picked up, saying, "Hello, can't hear you. This is a cell phone. I can't hear you. Call me back." When attempting to call back, we got this.
To leave a voice message, press 1, or just wait for the tone.
The only way to get this organization to return your call is by showing interest in placing bins. After doing some more research on this phone number, it was found to be a Sprint cell phone based out of Philadelphia. WZAR found the couple unloading clothing bins with a large white box truck, also found on Lingo's rented property. The unusual part, they were unloading these boxes at midnight. We kept track of them and followed their route while Lingo nearly ran a red light in the middle of Boyertown. Several other business owners stated that the boxes are normally emptied in the middle of the night. So what is currently being done about this? WZAR spoke to several county and community officials who stated that they are fighting the overrun clothing boxes as well as they can, and hope other counties and townships will do it as well. We called several businesses with these boxes on their property for comment. Most did not return our phone calls or simply did not mind the boxes. Daniel Lingo claims to work for Berksmont Camping Center, and the business's stickers were found on some of the clothing bins. Berksmont Camping Center did not return our phone calls about Lingo on their property or the stickers on the boxes. Although there seems to be no direct proof of where this money is going, there's no reason a charitable organization will be so unwilling to share information about themselves, have a real phone line, empty the clothing boxes in daylight, or even ask permission to place the boxes in the first place. The Unity Church of God claims the donations are, quote, feeding the hungry, housing the homeless, helping a fireman's fund, and reaching out to disabled veterans. Not only was WZAR unable to find this church's location, but was unable to find anyone helped by this organization. This alleged reverend claims he only wants to have enough money to help the needy. Where are the needy? Why has this man moved across the East Coast, from Florida to Tennessee to Virginia, to a field of trash in our backyard? Why does this man have so many out-of-state vehicles, including a Cadillac being driven by his female assistant, when he has been present in the area for years? Whether or not Lingo's claims to be donating to the poor are entirely true, this story makes it clear to make sure you know where that plastic bag of unneeded clothing is going before you shove it in the container. WZAR stopped by the Salvation Army of Boyertown to learn more about donating safely.
We just have to use your common sense when trying to decipher if a clothing box is going to a good cause. Look them up, try to find the organization on the internet or in the phone book to try to and talk with them if you feel uncomfortable.
The Salvation Army goes to great lengths to make sure its donation bins are maintained and that the clothing you are donating goes to the right place.
Once a month we have a clothing room that people come in on Fridays. I believe it's the third Friday of the month, and we have volunteers that sort clothing and sort it to size. The majority of the clothing that goes in our clothing boxes go to a sorting center in Philadelphia or Harrisburg, depending on the location where you drop it off, and then are distributed to the Salvation Army thrift stores. And the Salvation Army thrift stores raise money to help fund programs of the Salvation Army.
The Salvation Army wants you to be thoughtful when donating. If you wouldn't wear it yourself, then don't donate it. Again, WZAR only wishes to expose some truths behind donating to an unknown organization. Clothing boxes are showing up everywhere in addition to these, and they appear just as suspicious. Be thoughtful when donating. Donate good products and know where they are going.
The best bet is to bring them into a Salvation Army center and give it to somebody there that will be able to make sure it gets processed.
Before your donation ends up in a field or a dirty trailer to be sold by the pound, think twice and do your research. Your best bet for safely donating used or new clothing is by contacting the Salvation Army. You can contact the Boyertown branch at 610-367-4089. If you prefer another organization, be sure to do your research before donating.